basically happened is that I've been dealing with the city of San Antonio for the last 6 months. I've had 4 neighbors basically say that my house is not worth living in. The house is in my name. Since then, they have changed no electricity, no gas. They took everything out. It's been so cold lately that my partner and I have been doing a fire inside to stay warm. Because for whatever reason, the city of San Antonio wants to tear my house down. 4 neighbors, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but your neighbors can say that your house is not worth living in. While I was out of town, it was vandalized. They took wires out, they knocked my pole down. So the city, no electricity, no gas. So in order to stay warm, we did the best we can. I was just told that one of my dogs died. Please, people of San Antonio, you guys need to know that we in Texas and San Antonio lead the number of homes to be demolished. If you have a neighbor that says your home's not worth living in, this neighbor over here has pulled a gun on me 3 different times. An AK-47 he pulled on me, and the court did nothing. The police did nothing. These kind of things happen when people have to do things to stay warm. It was my mistake. We checked over the fire, and we thought there was no fire burning, but evidently it was one that burned. My name's Jonathan. My name is Jonathan Joss. I do film and television. I'm the voice of John Redcorn and King of the Hill. Yes, I'm the voice of John Redcorn and King of the Hill. I have 8 million views with Sylvester Stallone. I'm not saying because of what I do is important, but people need to understand that people are being kicked out of their homes because neighbors don't care. Neighbors will turn their face or they'll say that something's wrong with your house. These people over here, they have kids that live there. They have kids that live in this house, and you can tell the electricity wire's hanging. For whatever reason, I'm coming down on. It's okay. This is a house I grew up in. I'm more concerned about my dog that died. But you know what? The good Lord will protect us. I don't know which one is dead yet, man. They won't let me go in the house. But all I know is that if neighbors want you out of your house, they'll push you out of your house. There's times around here where they say, let it burn. They say negative things about my partner and I. I'm gay, man. And for some reason, the people don't want me here. That's fine. It was my mistake. But this is my house. My house. And I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here, or I'm going to sell it to somebody who deserves to live here. If you guys would like to buy this home, buy the property, please, please.
How long have you been living here?
This house was built by my dad in 1957 for my mom. This street has weird addresses. For example, 201 Dorsey. If you look at it, they're getting electricity from the other side. It's very interesting, this street. We don't have any sidewalks. We don't have any fire hydrants. The only good fire hydrant is at the end. So for Dorsey to be treated like this, it's not fair. It really isn't.
Did you accidentally?
Evidently I did. It's my fault. You know, or if somebody came in and did something, who knows? My fence is knocked down over here, right where my partner's standing. We came home, that's been knocked down. People get in my house all the time. I turned everything off. But you know what? Who am I to say anything else? This neighbor again pulled an AK-47 on me. And the police said there was no witness. You can look at it, it's documented. My witness was standing right there. He was standing, we were in my truck together when he pulled the gun and pulled the trigger. And no one does anything.
Do you come and go from your house, or you're always?
I'm always here. We went to a hotel because it was so cold. For the last couple of nights, I wanted to come home and take care of my dogs. You know, we come every day. We feed the dogs, we leave, we feed the dogs. But mistakes happen, man. And it's my fault for I guess, leaving something on.
Where was the fire? Where were you trying to keep warm at?
No, I kept warm in this far left room. You know, and we turned everything off. We went to Guerreros to have some breakfast. At 12 o'clock to have lunch at noon. We turned everything off, but, you know, things happen, man. Things happen. But again...
What was it that you were burning that made it happen? Like, if it did burn, like, what was it that...
Oh, no. It was mesquite. I had mesquite, and I had my propane tank to help, you know, light it up. We turned it off, but, you know, things can happen, man.
And that was inside the house?
Yes, sir. Because it's been really, really cold, man. And when you don't have electricity, when you don't have gas, but like I said, they pulled my gas out. They pulled my electricity out. Yes, I was paying for it. What happened was they pulled, the wire got pulled with a high wind, which pulled my loophole down. I called the city and asked them, could you please turn off the electricity so I could straighten my loophole? The guy told me no. So I straightened the loophole out myself. So what did they do? When they raided the house, they said that I worked on it. I was working on the house and working on electricity without a permit. Now, I can understand the electricity, but to do repairs on your house, you have to have a permit? Because I was doing repairs on the house.
What do you think, what was the reason of the fire?
Por pendejo. I left something on, man. That's the only thing I can do. I can't point fingers. You know, and why point fingers? I don't have a job. I don't have children. I'm missing one more dog, but all I know is that if anybody wants to buy a house, wants to buy some property, let me go. Layman needs to buy a home, I will sell it to them at a discount price because I want somebody on the street that can get respect back to this street. Not just for me, but for other neighbors. I'm one of the only people on the street that have been here since the beginning. You know, organizations like Layman, they buy things left and right. Everybody has a good part, everyone has a bad part. Like the old saying says, you got the good wolf and you got the bad wolf. What comes out? The wolf that you feed most. And right now, I'm going to feed the bad wolf because the city of San Antonio has treated me wrong and has treated my partner wrong. And now I get to go find out which one of my dogs is dead.
Where are you going to stay now? Do you have a place to stay?
No, I don't have a place to stay. I'm going to stay here because I got to go see my dog, man. This is my home. I've already had neighbors tell me to leave. They're going to burn my house down, call me a fag, all these different things. But no one's going to say a damn thing because for whatever reason, everyone's sticking together. But you know what? I have fans. I just need one fan out there to understand where I'm coming from. You know, I've posted videos on Instagram. I've posted videos on my TikTok. Videos that don't quite look right. Videos that look like they've been altered. I haven't altered them. Even the judge said that the video that these people provided when they had service said that I wrecked up fence, right? Even my attorney said those films look doctored. So they're going to try to throw that case out. But how do you say I'm knocking down a fence? Look at these fences. They're 8 feet on each side of me. You know, even if they saw something, who's going to see anything? You know, I can't see around the corner. I can't see around that corner. But for far as I know, I didn't know you could put an 8-foot fence. But thank you guys very much.
Whose car is that? Is that your car?
Yeah, that's my Impala. That was my 95 Impala Super Sport. Yeah, man. Thanks for happening, brother. No, it's not gone now. It's still there. All right, guys. Thank you very much.